your A would be minus G, U would be, or velocity would be positive, S would be positive, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
in the second case, let's say the body is falling down, so everything would be positive,
Positive.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whenever we are going, this is against the gravity,
Yes, sir.
right? And this is in the direction of gravity, right? Or
Yes, sir.
along the gravity. And the third case that I talked about was that the object is thrown upwards and then it came back. So in that case, we have to use this one. Y equals to y naught plus ut and then minus half gt squared. Right? This thing I talked about
Yes, sir.
because v was upward. So these are three things we have to just remember in free fall. Right?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
let us come back to solve these questions. So we did this 66 problem, right? Now let us solve this 67th problem. So okay, so what is this 67th problem? So a body falling from a high minaret travels 40 meters in the last 2 seconds of its fall to the ground. So we have, let's say, a minaret, right? We have this minaret, and it has, let's say, the height is not given. Height of the minaret is not given. So let's,
Sir,
yes,
what is minaret?
minaret. Let's say you have a minar, right? So minaret
Yes,
would
sir.
be the part of that minar. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So let's say this is the height of the minaret is h. Okay. And
Yes,
uh,
sir.
and the body is falling down. Object is falling down, right? The object is falling down. So
Plus
a,
10.
yeah, a would be plus. Good, absolutely right. So this we know, and u is 0, right? So what would be the s or h? What would be this?
H.
Let me write it in this way. Your s would be how much?
Sir, S will be UT. U will be cancelled. So plus half 80 square.
Good. So which means half gt square. So h would be half gt square, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
or let me write it as that this y direction distance would be half gt square. So in here it would be half gt square. Let's say sometime t1 is given. So in here this would be half gt2 square. In here half gt3 square. So this height is varying like half gt square, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, if you are given some time, then you can calculate how much is this height, right? If you're given some time up to this point, so you can calculate what is h, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, so where were we? This height is h. We have assumed that the total height of this minaret is h, so the equation would be half gt square, right? Let's say that time to reach here is t. So time to reach here is t. So this is half gt square, right? Now
Yes, sir.
let us get back to the question. It says that travels 40 meters in the last 2 seconds, right? So let's say the object is at here and it travels how much distance?
40 meter,
40 meters, right? And the time is how much?
2 seconds.
T is 2, right? Okay. So what would be this height?
Sir, it will be 40.
No, from here to here, this is 40, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Sir, we can use formula of H right here.
yeah, so we can use that h is equals to half gt square, but we don't know what is this time in here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we have to find out what is the time at this place. So total time is how much?
So total time T.
Total time is t, and from here to here it is 2 seconds. So at
T
this
minus 2.
point, absolutely right. So at this point, time would be t minus 2. So I should denote a different notation. So let's say this is t1, right? T1 is t minus 2, right?
Yes, sir.
And what is the height from here to here? What is the height?
Sir, H minus 40.
Absolutely right. Total is h. So from here to here, this would be h minus 40. So the height is, let's say this is h minus 40. Okay. So then we can, so now our height is h minus 40, right? And our time is t minus 2, right? So
Yes, sir.
what is the distance that we have calculated? What would be this the distance? S is half gt
I'll
square,
calculate that.
right? H is half gt square. So now S is h minus 40, right?
Yes, sir.
And half g and t is how much?
Sir, G is 10.
Yeah, t is how much? T is how much?
T is T minus 2.
T minus 2. Absolutely right. Good. So now we have to solve this one, right? And what are the unknowns?
Sir, H and T.
H and T. But in here I know H. From here I
Yes,
know
sir.
H. So I can put the value of H in here, right? So H is half GT square. This is minus 40. This is half G and T minus whole square. So T square minus 4T plus 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So this would be half GT square minus 40, half GT square minus 2 and 4. So 2GT, and this is 4G divided by 2. So 2G, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is cancelling in this equation? What is cancelling?
Sir, GT square. GT. Yeah,
Yes.
GT square.
Half GT square is cancelling. And what do you have? Minus 40. And then this is minus 2 into 10t. And then this is 2 into 10. So you have minus 40 minus 20. This is minus 20t. So this is minus 60 and this is minus 20t. So this cancels and this is so
T is 3.
t is 3 seconds, right? So total time you have calculated. Oh, so you know that the total time from here to here the time is 3 seconds, and in the last 2 seconds it has traveled 40 meters. Okay, so now we have to find out the h. H we already know, right? H
Yes,
is
yes, sir.
half gt square. So half 10 and 3 into 3, so 45 meters, right? So the object has traveled. So this is in 1 second, object has traveled 5 meters, and then rest 40 it has traveled in 2 seconds. So
Yes,
any
sir.
any doubt in this question, Akhil?
No, sir.
Please note it down.
Yes, sir.
Good. So have you started preparing for the exams half yearly?
Now, no, sir. Now I'm traveling. That's why.
Oh, you're traveling. Yeah, please note it down. Whenever you teach, start your preparation, right? Because then you'll have very less. Okay, we'll talk about that. But first, you note it down.
Yes, sir. Sir, please can you scroll down. Finish, sir.
Good. So now, okay. So a man drops a ball from the roof of tower of height 400 meters, right? The first thing that we all should always do is make the pictorial diagram, right?
Yes, sir.
So we have a man which who drops a ball from, let's say, height is given. So this is 400 meters, right? And at the same time, so a man drops a ball downside from the roof of a tower of height 400 meters, right? So he is dropping the ball. And at the same time, another ball is thrown upside with a velocity of 50 meter per second. So in here, another ball is thrown upwards with 50 meter per second, right? This is at rest. So here, this is at rest, right? From the surface of the tower. Then they will meet at which height from the surface of the tower, right? So this ball is going upwards and this ball is going downwards. So let's say that they meet at this point, right? So
Yes, sir.
let's say this is x, right? And this is y. This if this is x, then how much would be this?
Y or
Okay.
X1.
So this total is how much? Total distance is how much?
Um, we should take a H.
Yeah, so total is 400. Okay. And I have
400 minus H.
yeah, I have assumed that from here to here it is x. So what would be the rest? This is what I'm asking.
400 minus X, sir.
Absolutely right. So this is 400 minus x. So from here, okay, so let me use some other color. So from here to here, it is 400 minus x. And this is x. So this x is traveled by this point. And this 400 minus x is traveled by this part, right? So
Yes, sir.
at this point, whatever is this point, what would be the same?
Um, the final velocity.
No, velocity is for this one the velocity is decreasing. For this one velocity is increasing, right? So let's say this takes t time to reach here. So the same time it will take to reach here, right? This object will take the same time.
Yes, sir.
So time would be the same, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let us calculate this x distance. So for x, okay, so for x, this is movement is downwards, right? So this is downwards.
So in the direction of gravity.
Yeah, so what would be the equation for x?
Sir, X is distance.
Yeah, x is distance, right? So,
EUT will be cancelled.
yes,
Half GT square.
good. So this is half gt squared. Now, what would be this distance 400 minus x? So for 400 minus x, time is same, right? But it is going upwards.
Yes, sir.
So what would be the equation of 400 minus x?
So U will be 50, right?
Yes, absolutely right. 50.
50 T. Mm, A. Sir, they didn't give. Okay, minus G. Half. Minus 2 half T square.
Yeah, gt square, right? So this is our first equation. This is our second equation. So how many unknowns are in this equation?
Sir, X T.
Xt, right? So can we do something about this x?
Mm, Sir, we can put this X in place of first equation.
Yes, absolutely right. So this would be 400 minus x is half gt square, right? And then this is 50t minus half gt square. So what is canceling? This one, right?
Yes, sir, half GT square.
So then we have 50t equals
T will
to
be 5. 8, 8.
8. So t is 8 seconds, right? So at 8 seconds they will meet, right? So
Yes, sir.
we have to calculate that what is this x distance, but in the question they want us to calculate from the right from the surface of the tower, right? Oh, so yeah, from the surface of the tower we have to calculate. So let us calculate from the top of the building that what is this x distance. So x is half gt square, which is half 10 and 8 into 8. So this is 4. So this is 320 meters, right? So this object has traveled 320 meters. So from the ground, what is the distance that has been covered?
320 meters, sir.
From ground.
From ground. 400 minus 320.
Yes, absolutely right. So 400 minus 320, which is 80 meters, right? So this is the answer from ground. Okay, understood? Any doubts?
No, sir, no doubt.
Okay, so please note it down. And the next question you will try. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Whenever you want me to scroll down, please tell
Yes, sir, finish.
me. Please, start.
Finish, sir.
Okay, so now let us do the next question. But before we do that, do you remember the fourth equation of motion?
No, sir.
So the distance traveled in the TH second, do you remember that? We did that at some point.
Yes, sir, we did.
Yeah, so do you remember the formula for that? So
Um,
what was ST?
ST. Um, sir, UT plus half 80 square.
No, so that is distance travel in T seconds, right? I'm asking about distance travel in TH second, right?
No, sir.
So this came out to be U plus A T minus half, right? Do you remember it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so keeping this in mind, and you already know that what is the distance travel in T second, which is UT plus half AT square. Okay, these two things you know. So please try this 69th problem. Which one is the question? Yeah, this question, 69.
Okay, sir.
And if a freely falling, so these are the two hints that I have given. If a freely falling in the last second and a distance equal to the distance traveled by its first 3 seconds. So those two distances are equal. So please calculate and tell me what is the, yeah, what is the time that we get.
Okay, sir.
Yes, did you reach somewhere? Okay.
Trying, sir. Not getting, sir.
Hmm. So what is given in the question? Let us understand. If a freely falling body travels in the last second, so last second is this, right? If a
Yes,
freely
sir.
falling body travels in the last second, a distance equal to the distance traveled by it in the first 3 seconds. So first 3 seconds is how much? S,
S3,
right?
S1.
S1? Where is S1?
Sir, because it is telling from first to third second. That's why.
No, no, no. First 3 seconds meaning that the first 3 seconds, 1 to 3. So first 3 seconds, right? In 3 seconds. So first 3 seconds meaning that it started and then you counted the clock, right? And then from first 3 seconds, in total 3 seconds, right? So first 3 seconds meaning that t equal to 3 seconds, right? If I say first five terms or first 20 seconds, so which means that this t is equal to 20 seconds, right? And
Yes, sir.
if I say that last 3 seconds, so you are counting the clock from the final point, right? So
Yes, sir.
let's say that the total time is 20 seconds, right? And then you are telling that first 3 seconds. So you count from here. So t is 3, right? But if you're counting, if you're saying that last 3 seconds, so then this would be 17, 18, 19, and 20. These are the last 3 seconds, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how, this is what we mean by first 3 seconds. Okay, so these are the two equations that are equal, right? So
Yes, sir.
we know that the object is freely falling. So what is this u?
Sir, for FT, U will be 0.
Okay, so u is 0, right? U is 0, so this is u plus a t minus half, right? And
Yes, sir.
this is u and t is how much? 3 plus half and a which is g and then 3 square. Right? Because it is falling down. So this would be plus. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So u is 0, this is cancelled, this is cancelled. Right? So what we will get? We will get g, which is t minus half, and then this is equal to half g and 9. So g cancels. This would be the right.
Yes, sir.
So if we solve this, this is t minus half, which is 9 by 2. So t would be 9 by 2 plus half. Where did you reach? So,
Sir, the main part I did was S3 plus 1 plus S1.
okay, yeah. First, you got confused with this first 3 seconds, right? So it would have
Yes, sir.
written from, yeah, so, so it is saying that 1 to 3 seconds. So time is how much? T is 3 seconds, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is 10 by 2, so T is 5 seconds, right? So this one. Okay, please note it down, and if you have any doubts, so please ask. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and only you are here, so we'll keep this class short, right? Because we don't
Okay,
want,
sir.
yeah, so we should not go farther, right? Because then they will miss so many questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Akib, in your school, when is your exam?
Sir, actually, now I'm changing school because of my father's transfer.
Oh, so you're in a different school.
Yes, sir. I joined now. Now admission is completed, but I'll join the school after 1 or 2 weeks.
Oh, okay, okay. So that is why you were traveling.
Yes, sir. I'm searching house.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah. Good luck, good luck. Yeah, all the best there. So wherever you have shifted, right? Have you shifted?
No, sir.
Oh,
Only school admission is done.
school admission is good. So the yeah, because whenever you are shifting, then there are lots of routes of work that you have to do, right? Finding the schools and all of that.
Sir,
Okay.
actually, the house we found it is near school, so it
Oh,
won't be
good.
that much problem.
Oh, good, good. So, and then you have to apply for the gas connection and all the other things because you have shifted your house. All the address would be changed and so much. Oh,
No, sir.
yeah.
Actually, here we buy gas cylinders. There's no
Oh,
gas connection in like India.
oh, okay. Then that is good. Oh,
Finish,
okay.
sir.
Good, good. Okay. So the next question, right? And the next question is an argument question. We have to check all the options. So I will do one part and then you try the rest ones, right?
Okay, sir.
So let's say that yeah, a body is projected up with a speed u. So u is given, which is u, right? And at the time taken by it is and the time taken by it is t to reach the maximum height h. So at we are throwing the object, remember we are throwing the object upwards. So whenever it reaches the maximum height, what happens with the velocity?
Velocity decreases.
Yeah, at maximum height, at maximum, it has reached the maximum height. So what happens at the maximum height?
After reaching a certain point, the velocity will decrease, right?
Yeah, velocity will start
No,
decrease
it
but
will increase. Increase.
increase. So you are throwing the object upwards, so your speed will decrease or increase.
So the speed, the moment it is going upwards, the speed will gradually decrease.
Yes, and it will reach a certain point. So at that point, what will happen to the velocity?
Nothing, zero.
Zero, right? So final velocity would be zero, right? So the velocity, as you were saying, gradually will decrease, and it will reach the maximum height. At the maximum height, the velocity will be zero, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, you are correct. So this h, and at this h, v is zero, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what is the relation between this h and time is also given. So time is t, right? So now we know the equation. What would be the first equation, Akib?
First equation, the correct statement.
No,
So
no.
should we use
So just tell me the
motion,
first.
right?
Yeah,
V is equal to
yeah,
U plus AT.
yeah. So then in this case, we are throwing the object upwards. So what would be the equation?
Sir, U will be U.
Yes,
Mm, A is negative because it is going upwards. So minus G
yes, absolutely.
T.
So v is now zero at let's say this is t. So at t, my velocity is zero, right?
Yes, sir.
So we know that this t is how much? U by g, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the relation that we now it has reached. So pick out the correct statement. So it reaches h by 2 distance in t by 2 second. So what is the relation between the distance and the so h is v square minus okay, so let me write the third equation. Third equation is v square
V
minus,
square minus U square is equal to 2AS.
which is minus 2gh, right?
Yes, sir.
So at h, this v is 0, so this is minus u square, which is minus 2gh. So our u is root 2gh, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we have these things. Now let us try to calculate. It reaches the h by 2 distance in t by 2 seconds. So let us try to find out what is height, right? What is s in t equal to t by 2 seconds, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
s is ut minus half gt square, right?
Yes, sir.
And this u is t is how much?
Sir, T is
So
T by 2.
t by 2, right? Absolutely right. T is t by 2 minus half g, and this is t by 2. So we have this ut by 2 and minus half and gt square by 4, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
we can write this, we can write this u and g in terms of h, right?
Yes, sir.
So we can also, let me also write this one. So the third, or let's say the star equation, h is ut minus of half gt square, right?
Yes, sir.
The total time. So in total time, this is my h. Okay, so let us separate these terms, right? So this is ut and minus, okay, so let us take 1 by 2 power. So this would be ut minus 1 by 4 and gt square, right?
Yes, sir.
So now you can see that for s to be h by 2, right? So h by 2 is how much? H by 2 is ut minus half gt square and then 1 by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is not like that because we don't have any half in here. We have 1 by 4.
Yes, sir.
So this is not h by 2 because h is how much? H is this, right?
Yes, sir.
So the first option is not correct. So this one is not correct, right?
Yes, sir.
But what about the second option? So
It
it
acquires velocity
yeah, it acquires u by 2 in t by 2 seconds.
T by 2.
Yeah. So then you have to check all the options, right? You check, and if you face any problem, then please ask me. But before that, please note down these conditions. Okay. So this one is
Okay,
the
sir.
fourth one. This is the third.
Yes, sir.
So why it would not be h by 2? You understood, right? At t by 2, why it would not be h by 2? Are you understood?
Yes, sir.
Good. So please note down this part. So you have to check all the other options like this. So I will leave this to you, and you please check and then tell me. And if you face any problem, then ask.
Okay, sir. Finish, sir.
Finished. This one also.
No, sir. Finish, sir.
Finished. So let me give you another. So I will also tell you the second about the second option, but you have to check the other option, right? So we
Okay,
know
sir.
that, yeah. So from the second equation, we know the relation between the velocity and this distance, right? So we know
Yes, sir.
that v square minus u square is minus 2gh, right? And this is not, so v square minus u square is minus 2gs, right? And at h point, my u is how much? This is,
Sir,
so
root 2gh.
yeah, u square is 2gh, right? This is
Yes, sir.
so I have calculated this initial velocity with the in the form of the maximum height, right?
Yes, sir.
So in second equation, it is saying that it acquires velocity u by 2 in t by 2 seconds, right? Oh, what is this? So yeah, okay. So yes. So in t by 2 seconds, right? In t by 2 second, what would be this u? So in a t by 2 seconds, my velocity would be v is u minus g t by 2, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
And we know that what is this tg? So u is tg, right? From here.
Yes, sir.
So if we put the value in here, this is gt, so this is u by 2. So this would be u minus u by 2, which is u by 2. So my velocity would become half. So this is correct. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so which means that this was the correct option, right? So
Yes,
similarly, and we already know that these are not correct, but you please check these ones, right?
sir. Is it compulsory?
Oh, so it will not be compulsory, but for your understanding purposes, right? We already got our answer. We already
Yeah,
got
yeah.
our we already got our answer that at right. So at t equal to t by 2, so this would be my velocity, right? Because
Yes, sir.
my velocity is u minus gt, right? And I am calculating the velocity at t equal to t by 2. So this would be this. And I already know that the relation between time and the initial velocity, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is how I got this u by 2. So you please note it down, and you also please check this C and D ones, right?
Okay, sir.
Oh, so it's already 7:30. So I will stop it here, right? And we'll do the next question in the next.